The lost art of Texas rigging. Zoom's got mini worms, but the two that I like to Texas rig the best is the Mag 2 and the Old Monster. Texas rigging, in my opinion, is a lost art, but I've sort of refined it a little bit. I've added some things to it, as with all techniques. The way I like to Texas rig a worm is obviously the weight, but I'll use a bead as well. I like the noise in between the weight and the worm. And then I like a round bend X-point hook. I'm also a fluorocarbon guy, using vicious 12-pound, 10-pound fluorocarbon on most all my Texas rigging. But I want to point out this first, though. The key in rigging these worms, as you can see, this is the top of the Mag 2. Well, when you come to the other side, there's a line on the plastic, and you can see them on both sides, and it's where the two moles come together. When I'm on top of that worm, and I look and I see where the hook is, I want my hook point to come out the same direction this hook is right here in the worm. This will eliminate all line twist in Texas rigging. A lot of people have quit Texas rigging because they didn't figure this simple trick out. That's why they can put a Carolina rig and have a swivel, and then there's never any line twist. If you'll rig the worm where the hook point comes out and it's the same side of the worm as where it hooks, you're going to eliminate virtually all your line twist. The way I rig mine, I add my tungsten weight, and I do believe in tungsten for this. It's just so much more sensitive. I'll add a small bead. Then my round bend hook. Simple polymer knot will do. Always, always, always wet that knot. Okay. Cut the tag in. And I like to leave a little bit. That way, if you have a little slip on the knot, it doesn't come untied. Leave 1/8 of an inch. When I'm rigging this again, there's the hook. So I know my hook point needs to come out this side. Three-eighths to 1/2 inch. Always hide the knot. It allows the weight to come down, and then when it separates, it allows for the bead and everything to come all the way down to the worm. Bend it a little bit, come all the way through, and then pinch it back on there. I never want anything pegged on my Texas rig. I want that weight and bead to be able to go freely on there. That way I can get the noise of the two and everything hitting together. And also, using a cast way out there, that fish grabs it, and I drive the hook up, that weight and everything will get away, and it doesn't affect the fight of the fish. So never peg on a Texas rig. But this is a simple way that I Texas rig the ribbon tail worms.